Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel DIY Youth. Today I'm going to work on this Toyota Vitz. I'm actually in Mauritius on vacation, and this is my sister-in-law's car. She bought this car from a dealership that was imported from Japan, and the car stereo, the car radio is in Chinese, and she cannot use it, and it gets only one channel for FM radio. So she cannot navigate. There's no backup camera or anything. She just drive like this without any music when driving. So I'm going to surprise her because I'm driving her car, and she went to work right now. I just bought a cheap Android screen. This one has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, mic, GPS, hands-free, etc. So then she can connect her phone while driving, and it also has a backup camera. So I'm going to surprise her with this. So let's get to it and find out how to install it. So this is a head unit that needs to be changed because everything is in Chinese, and we don't understand Chinese. We don't know how to read Chinese. And this radio, like the frequency, does not match in Mauritius. The only thing that works in is you put a CD. Most of the time she plays music on her phone or listening to the radio, and only one channel of the radio plays on it. So let's go and try to figure out how to install it. So to start with, I'm going to remove the dash cover. So apparently this is the thing that we need to pop out first. And then this, and then this, and then we'll find out what's next. So let's pop this out first. Using my fingertips, just pull it out carefully. You can hear it pop out, just like that. This will come out. Put it aside. Next, I'm going to remove this cover. Open this door first and pull this out. Just like that. There's no screws holding it. You just pop it out. There are these clips. Next, I'm going to remove this one. This one too, we just pop it out. There's no screws. Make sure to disconnect the electrical connector from the back for the hazard lights. Now to remove the head unit, we have 2 screws on this side and 2 screws on this side. They are all Phillips. All right, so 4 screws are out now. We have all the 4 screws out. Now we can wiggle and remove the head unit. Just like that, the head unit will come out. So first we are going to disconnect the electrical wires from the head unit. Just like that. All right, so this is a head unit that came out. So now that we have removed the head unit, I'm going to see what other wires are and see what's inside the new box. Then we'll start connecting the new wiring harness for this one. So in this box, once you open it, there's a bunch of wiring connectors and harnesses. From what I can see a GPS antenna, some wiring for cameras, for audio, and power cables. These are all in this one. We have a backup camera, and we have the head unit itself, and we have a couple of brackets. This is the head unit. So first thing now I'm going to do is start finding the correct wires and putting the new harness. There's the head unit before putting everything back. So this head unit is not the original, it's not the factory head unit for this car. They change it because they have their payage system in Japan. So they already label the cables, which one is which. So I already find out like these are the speaker cables. So this is a front left, front right. So that will be much easier for me to connect the new wiring harness. I already identified the power cable, the ground cable, and we have the antenna, illumination for the radio when you put on the headlight, And these are the most common wiring that I'm going to use. So let's go and connect this wiring and then we can test head unit. Just to make things easier for you, everything is labeled. So now I'm going to disconnect these cables or just tap it in. And maybe I'll just tap it in and leave this harness so that in future, if we need to put the old one back, we can. First, I'm going to strip these cables. So I'll start with the speaker cables here. Now I'm going to take this harness and we'll connect it right here with the existing one. So I'll start with the speaker wires. So let's find out which one is this one. This is right, rear left, rear left. So let's find the rear left on this one. Start with the rear left, the green wires. Have the positive and the negative. The negative has a black strip on it. And the positive is just green. Now connecting the positive one. So this is how I'm going to connect the rest of the wires. All right, guys. So I already connected all the wires to its respective connection. So we have connected the speaker cables, power cables, ground cables, ACC, illumination, and everything that needs to be connected. There are a couple of wires that we are not going to use, like key 1, key 2, etc. And everything is connected. So I'm going to connect the head unit now and test it. Connected. So let's test the radio. Put it in ACC mode. And it's getting power. That's a good sign. Says starting. So the head unit is powered on. Let's go to radio. And it's working. So let's increase the volume. Yeah, that's working.
Surpris en plein cambriolage.
Good. That's working.
Les États-Unis vont renforcer.
Let's put another channel.
Venant ces pays touchés par la propagation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's working. So if this is working, so then the other function also should be working. So let's turn it off and tidy up the wiring and we'll fix it back on the dash. All right, guys. So I have tidied up this harness here. It's much prettier. Now I'm going to install the backup camera, run the wires along this side, behind the steering, and up to the head unit. Looks like we have a spot for a camera here. So I'm going to open it and see how we can install it. We have the camera, we have the power cable, and we have the data cable. Looks like there's a spot here that we can put a screwdriver and pull it out. Just like that. This will pop out and run it all the way. and just like that it will come out. So this is a spot where the original camera can fit in. So let's see if we can remove it. So if you come to the back, there's 2 10mm nuts that we need to remove. Let's remove it and see if we can fix the camera in this spot. I don't have a 10mm wrench, so I'm just using this adjustable wrench to remove it. So I'm trying to install this head unit with whatever tools I have here, and I don't have too many tools. That's it. Right, so I remove the nuts. So now I can pull this out just like that, and it came out. So there's no way for this camera to fit in this spot here. So I have to modify this and fix a camera on it and then put it back. So using a blade, so I cut this piece. Now I'm going to fit in the camera. So this is the top. So I'll have to fit in the camera like this. Pass in the wires. And I think I have to glue it or fix it like this. Or like this. Next, I need to run a cable from the reverse light. I already removed the reverse plug here. So I will connect one cable to the red cable here and run it all the way from here through this grommet and up to here. And then I will be able to connect it to this harness, because this one is too short. It won't come up to the light here. So I have to do an extension and then connect it. The ground cable, I can just connect it here. All right, so I fished this cable from here, goes all the way through this grommet and behind the weathering strip and here. Now I'm going to tap into this red wire here. So I have tapped in the red wire and put it back. Going to put back the cover here. Just like that, and I can continue here. So I had to fish the RCA cable as well through this grommet here on here and connect it to the red cable goes with the power cable to the reverse lamp, and the same goes to the power to the camera. I have put the ground cable here, and now I'm going to run this RCA cable all the way from here on top there up to the head unit. So guys, I fished the RCA cable from here all the way down here and through and behind the weather stripping on top there. It goes it comes all the way from there here and down here, and I pass it behind the dash and take it out from here. So now I'm going to plug back in the head unit again and test the backup camera, and then I will finish up the trunk and the front. So I plug in the camera and I'm going to just place it temporary in this slot. Just place it in this spot temporarily. Close the trunk. Let's test it now. Okay, the head unit is on, so I'll just put this in reverse and see if the camera turns on now. Moment of truth. Yeah, it does turn on and it's showing. So I just need to adjust the angle of the camera and it should be good. Let's do that. Alright guys, so now I have sealed this camera in this bracket using some clear silicone. This will stay permanent on it now. I'm going to fix it back in its spot. So I have tidied up all the wiring to the existing harness. Now I'm going to put back the door cover. Now everything is back on the truck, so let's move to the front. Okay, I finally put back the head unit to the cover here and connected all the wiring at the back. And now I'm going to assemble everything and test it again. Don't forget this wire connector. Okay. Hazard is working. So let's test radio now. Let's test the radio. So it's working. Okay, now I'm going to put back this part of the dash. Just need to clip. Just clip like this. And don't forget this one too. And just like that, we are all done. So we changed from this old one, Japanese one, and now we have an Android screen with the backup camera. Now I'm going through the functions and adjust the sound, then I'm done. So this is how I install an Android screen on the Toyota Vitz, removing the old head unit, which was Japanese. So we don't understand anything in Japanese. That's why I changed it. And now I have a backup camera as well. So guys, if you like the video, please click the like button, subscribe and share it. And I'll see you on the next one.